Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a blush declutter. I realized I filmed this video a few days ago and I realized I never filmed an intro. I unfortunately am kind of under the weather. My husband was sick and then of course I ended up getting the same thing that he has. I'm just really congested. I'm a little bit better right this second, but my nose, my head, just everything is congested. So hopefully in these declutter videos, I'm not too nasally and annoying, but if you're wondering why, that's why I've been on the struggle bus. So my goal for these end of the year declutters is just to really think about what I have in my collection and really make sure that the things that I have are really something that I love and want and will use, or just, I don't know, I just wanted to go through and really make sure I wasn't just hanging on to things just to hang on to them. So that's kind of my goal. I'm not trying to like do anything drastic or anything, but I did declutter a little bit, not a ton in the blush category, but I did do eyeshadow palettes as well. That should be coming soon, and I decluttered quite a few of my palettes. I'm really wanting to just really get my favorites in my collection so that when I look at them, I know that the things that I have for the most part are things that I really love. So that's kind of the mindset that I have going into these declutter videos, but I just wanted to do a quick intro. I have other videos that I want to film. I'm hoping maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and feel good enough to actually film sit-down videos for the end of the year, my best of 2023. I want to do that, and I have them all outlined and ready to go. I'm trying to give myself a little bit of time to come back from this. This has not been a fun month for me, but I hope you enjoyed the blush declutter. Make sure you're subscribed, and yeah, let's get into the blushes. Okay, we're moving on to blushes. So this whole drawer is blush. So all my powders and all my creams are in here. I don't think there's going to be a ton here that I'm going to declutter, but there are a few things that I haven't been using and I know I'm not going to use them. So we will get rid of a little bit from this drawer. So I'm going to just kind of do what I've done in the other drawers. I'm going to pick the things right off the bat that I know that I want to declutter first, and then we'll take everything out and put it back in like we've been doing. First thing I think I'm going to get rid of is this or actually I might give this to my mom, see if she likes it, but this is the Miracle Balm. This is kind of what they're known for. I actually don't dislike this product. This shade for me is not my favorite. It's a pretty corally reddish kind of shade on me, and I would like to maybe get this at some point in a different shade that I would like a little bit better, because I know there's some that are more pinky, more nude. I just don't really love this color, and this was sent to me. They sent me this a while ago, so I am going to get rid of it just because I'm not going to use this shade, but I will probably give this to my mom, see if she wants to try it. I think I will declutter this. This is the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur blush in the shade Blurred Buff. That's hard to say. This, I don't know that they even make these anymore, honestly. These are a really interesting, almost like a putty kind of formula. I used to really like this, but I have not used this in a really long time. I don't know. I just feel like if I keep this, this is not going to be something I pull out and use. I don't even know the last time I used this, to be honest. So I do think I will go ahead and declutter that one. All right, I know I'm going to declutter probably one of my Pat McGrath blushes. So I have three. I have Nude Venus 2, Nude Venus, and Aphrodite Amore, I think is how you say it. This one I am going to keep, Aphrodite Amore. This one is like two pinks, a warmer pink and a cooler pink mixed together. I really like. I'm not sure if you can get these two-toned Pat McGrath ones anymore, but that one I'm going to keep. I don't know about these though. So I have Nude Venus and Nude Venus 2. This Nude Venus 2 was from a holiday collection. I got this at Marshall's a while ago because they're similar, and honestly I don't reach for either of these very often. That's Nude Venus there. I'm not gonna swatch everything, but sometimes to decide what I'm doing I need to swatch them. Okay, so yeah, they're pretty similar. I mean, Nude Venus is a little bit lighter, I think, a little bit more peachy pink. The Nude Venus 2 is a little bit more rosy. I don't know, I like both of those colors, but I never want to reach for these Pat McGrath blushes. I don't know why. Honestly, I'll probably keep Nude Venus and declutter this one because Nude Venus 2, I think this was limited edition. I don't think you can even get this anymore. And they're so similar to each other. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter Nude Venus 2. This from Galactic, this is just really old. I actually like this product, the Cheeky Tint and Glow in La Vie. So you get a highlighter and a blush in here. It's a really pretty color. That coral, it's a very bright coral. So this I would really only wear in the summertime. But this is like 4 years old, maybe older than, this is just really old. I haven't used it in a really long time. I used to use it all the time, but I do think it's probably time for that one to go. So I will declutter that. Okay, this one, I feel like I almost decluttered this last time. The Cover FX blush in Pink Dahlia. I did end up decluttering my other shade, which I think was Soft Peach. This used to be like my favorite thing ever, but I just don't use these anymore. I think it's time for this to go. I am trying to really think about what I'm keeping here because I know what I'll use and what I don't use deep down. So I'm trying to go with whatever I'm feeling, but I feel like that could probably go. Okay. I have 3 of these e.l.f. blushes. I feel like I definitely don't need all 3 of these. So I have the original putty blush, which is what is this? Bora Bora, I think. Yeah, Bora Bora. Same thing with these as with the bronzers. They like glaze over on the top and you have to like really warm them up. I do like Bora Bora, the shade though. I think we'll keep Bora Bora, but these, I have 2 of the Luminous putty blushes, one in Maui and one in Belize. I think Belize could probably go. So Belize is more of a kind of corally pink, brighter color too. I might see if my mom wants to try this too. She might. She's darker than me. She has darker skin than I do, so that color might work for her. So I'm going to declutter that, and then I might keep Maui. This one is like a light pinky nude color. Yeah, that color is pretty. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of one and keep the other 2. Okay, I have 2 of the Milani blushes here. I have Luminoso and Petal Primavera. The Luminoso shade is the original Luminoso. Like the packaging doesn't even look like this anymore. So this is really, really old. And I definitely don't use it nearly as much as I used to. But it's so pretty. And I've also heard that this has been reformulated, but it's not, they're not the same now or something. The formula's not the same. So I was thinking I might declutter this, but honestly, I don't know. Let me swatch this one, which is Petal Primavera. This one just doesn't have the, like, this one has a lot of luminous, like, I don't know. This one just looks much more luminous than the Petal Primavera. I think I'm going to declutter this one. I don't know. This one I feel like is a little bit lackluster to me, and I don't know if it's because it's newer and it's not the old formula maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty, but I don't know if I need it. just don't know. Let's see what else we have. We also have back here this from Essence. This is the Pure Nude Baked Blush in Shimmering Rose. So that one honestly reminds me of this formula, but of the original Milani formula. This one is just kind of lackluster to me. I don't know. I'm going to keep the Essence one and the Milani, the original Milani, and Declutter Petal Primavera or the newer formula. I also have this from Neutrogena. This is the Healthy Skin blush in the shade Rosy, which is another really pretty blush, but only comes in one shade, which is unfortunate. We're gonna keep Neutrogena, I think. And then let's see, I also have Flower Beauty in Wild Rose, which this is like the really pretty bright pinky color. It's almost like a purpley color, honestly. Let's see how that compares to Bubble from Persona, because I feel like that flower one is more purpley. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, a little bit more of a purple tone. I like Bubble better, the color. I feel like I don't need both of these, to be honest. I think I'm gonna declutter Flower. All right, the only other thing that's kind of standing out to me is this Tarte blush. This was a limited edition one that came out with the larger Tartelette and Bloom palette. That's it there. This is another one. I never used this blush, and I did just get one of the Tarte blushes, the original blush in Exposed. I got that on Black Friday, so I feel like that's a color I would use more than this one, as I never reach for this. So I think I can also declutter that. And let's see, I think that's it for things that just really stand out that I could probably get rid of. So now we'll go through and I'm gonna decide finally if I'm going to keep or not. All right, so now I'm gonna take everything out and we'll put it back in. Most of these are gonna be automatic keeps, so I'll just go through them quickly. We already went through this. And the Neutrogena blush and the Milani Luminoso is a keep. Okay, this is ColourPop and Lizzie McGuire. I found this a few months ago at a TJ Maxx that I was at, and of course you can't get this anymore. And it's a pink. It's that really bright poppy pink with a little bit of shimmer in it. I may not use it, but I can't get rid of it. I love Lizzie McGuire. I loved that show so much. I can't get rid of that. This I love. I will keep Almay Healthy Hue Blush in Nearly Neutral, I think. Yeah, Nearly Neutral. It's a really pretty, little bit of a deeper nude color. Also keep Maybelline Fit Me Blush in Mauve. So pretty. It's kind of a light, kind of a lavender pink. Really pretty though. Love that. The Too Faced Cloud Crush blush in the shade, what is this? Candy Cloud. So this is another bright pink. You'll see I have a lot of bright pink blushes because I really love the bright pink blush. I know everyone's saying that trend is kind of going out, but I really like it. I like this formula too, actually, from Too Faced. So that I will keep. I have NARS, what is this? Dolce Vita Classic blush, of course I will keep. And then I have NARS Orgasm. This was a limited edition packaging, but that is a classic that I love, so that will stay. All right, then I have this duo from Iconic London. This is the Silk Glow Duo in Rose Glow. I bought this during one of the Sephora sales, but I forget how long I've had it. This is something I really like and I don't use, and I don't know why. So you get the blush and the highlight in here. It's a really, really pretty duo though. It's like a warmer pink and then like a champagne gold blush. I like it. I want to keep that. Moving on, Benefit Willa. I love this color. It's a perfect nude kind of rosy color. That is a definite keep. I also have this little mini Benefit blush in Krista. I don't remember buying this at all. I don't know that I would use that color. It's like a neon, almost like a neon pink and a coral. Honestly, probably more coral than pink. I feel like I could probably declutter that. I don't think I'll need that. This is Dior in the shade Charnel, I think is how you say it. It's a really beautiful, warm nude blush. So that I will definitely be keeping. Makeup by Mario in Poppy Pink. Really bright, pretty, kind of a warmer pink. I love Mario, so those will be staying. I also have 4 of the Soft Pop Blush Veils that I love. I have Perfect Pink. What is this? Barely Neutral, or no, Barely Blushing, which is nude. I have, what is this one called? Pinch Me Pink, which is more like a lighter, warmer pink. And then I also have the Coral one, which is just peachy. One of my favorites ever in my collection will stay. This will stay. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Blush in Brazen Rose. It's just a really light pink and then a little bit more of a rosy pink. I got this a while ago at a cosmetics company store for like 50% off, but that will stay. I also have this from Tom Ford. This, I don't even know if this should be in this drawer, honestly. But you have a blush and a highlight here. This is the Skin Illuminating Duo in the shade Incandescent. I bought this a long time ago, and I want to say I want to say it was Kelsey Ballerini use this one time, and that's why I bought it. But it looks like that. I mean, they're really pretty. I don't know. I have to keep that. It's Tom Ford. I have to keep it. I need to pull this out, honestly, and use this more. I might actually put this in the maybe pile. You know, the pile we started in at the beginning of this declutter with stuff that I felt a little unsure about. I think I might stick that there and we'll use it in a video and kind of see what we think. Okay, then I have this Surratt Trio. They sent me this a while ago actually, but you have really bright blush, 2 really bright blushes, and then this is my favorite, this pink one right here. I forget what the name of it is. I'd have to pop it out to see the name, but I really like this blush formula. If you're not familiar with the Surratt powders, they are the most silky, finely milled blush formula ever. They're beautiful. That I will definitely be keeping. And then this is the One Size 3D Blush Trio. This is the one that was like sold out there for a while. That's the pink again. So you have the cream, the powder, and then you have like a pink highlight down here. This is, I've never really fallen in love with this formula. I'm kind of torn on this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I love these kinds of colors, but I don't know. I don't know why I feel so torn about this one. We're gonna put that in the maybes also. All right, then we have a Kylie blush in Pink Power. Looks like this. This is a super, super, super light pink matte blush. This I wouldn't really wear on its own. I would like top a blush with this, like just to kind of set it in place maybe. I feel like I kind of like that shade of pink though. It's super, super light. You may not be able to see it, but it's just like it's exactly what it looks like in the pan. Just a very, very light pale pink. I'm gonna keep that. I have Laura Mercier and Chai, a really pretty nude that will stay. Charlotte Tilbury Duo. This is from Holiday this year. This is the fair medium. You get a blush and a highlight. that I want to keep. Okay, I have 3 Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blushes. I have Climax, which is, this is a very unique color. It's kind of a mauvey brown shade. It's really pretty. I've not used that in a long time, but I really like that color. Then I also have Ecstasy, which is another classic. Uh-oh, my mirror's falling out. Another classic from Charlotte Tilbury. And then I also have Pillow Talk. Those will all stay. Then I have 3 of the House Labs blushes. So I have Pomelo Peach. I have, I always forget the names, Dragon Fruit Days. And then I also have this one, which I believe this one is gone, Hibiscus Haze, which I'm sad about. I think this was limited edition, but this is my favorite color of all of them. In fact, I feel like these were all limited edition, which I don't really understand. I feel like they should have kept these. I love them though. I want to keep those. We already talked about Pat McGrath. Those will stay. And then I have a Give blush duo in Stars Align, which I like this formula. I don't really love this color though. No, I'm going to keep that because that's different from my mini pink blushes, and I like the formula. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. All right, moving along over this way, I have 3 Nude Sticks blushes, and I love all 3 of these colors, so I will keep these. Picante is like the really bright, almost like an orange color, but actually it looks really pretty in the summertime. I'm gonna keep that. Body Language is a really beautiful rose, and then Sunkissed is, it's like the name says, you look sun-kissed. It's like if you've been out in the sun and you're just kind of burned kind of look. But I do like those from Nude Sticks, so those will stay. I have 3 from Persona, Teddy Jam, and Bubble. I love these as well. All of those will stay. I have 2 Hourglass blushes, Diffused Heat and Sublime Flush. Sublime Flush is the one I use the most, but I like Diffused Heat also. Those will definitely stay. I have a Chantecaille blush. This is new to me if you saw my Chantecaille video. So I haven't had this very long, and I definitely need to play around with this some more. So that will definitely stay. I have the Buxom Wanderlust blush. Who remembers these? Remember when these were like the blush? You saw these everywhere. I used to use this one all the time. This is Seychelles. I mean, Seychelles is so beautiful. So beautiful. That has to stay. All right, I have 4 of the Armani blushes, and I will be keeping them. I have shade 50, which is like a peachy pink. I have 52, which is the bright kind of electric pink. I have 51. This one's probably my favorite, which is the rosy color. And then I also have, what is this? Shade 60, which this, I don't have anything else like this, but this is a beautiful color. Hold on. I don't know how much use I will get out of this shade, but at the same time, I don't have anything like that, so I'm gonna keep that. I have Persona blushes here. We have Georgia and Bubble. You saw earlier, I love the Persona blush formula. So those will be staying. I have Dior blushes. So I have the new formula in Rosewood. I love that one. Then I have the original pink and the coral. Okay, the original pink I'm definitely going to keep because I love these kinds of colors. I don't ever use this one. I can't ever decide if it's like too orangey for me. I'm not a fan of orangey looking colors at all. No, we gotta keep. I'm gonna keep that one. Oh, a good one. Clinique Cheek Pop in Nude Pop. Absolutely is a keep. This is absolutely a keep. The NARS Liquid Blush. Does anyone know? Did they discontinue this blush? I really hope they did not because I love this. That will definitely stay. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is a Shiseido Minimalist Whipped Powder Blush. So they don't make these anymore. One of my favorite makeup artists that I talk about often is Makeup by Kellyanne over on Instagram. This was like her favorite blush for a really long time. And after they discontinued them, I went on, I don't even know what website it was, but I went on there and ordered one of these. It still works beautifully. If you've ever tried these, they're like a putty, like almost like a whipped cream kind of consistency. They're very unique, but I just don't have the heart to get rid of this. I really don't. So that is gonna stay. All right, the Givenchy blush in shade number 2. I love Bare Minerals Bronzer and Kiss of Pink. Love this one, absolutely a keep. This is one of the new highlighting blushes in Pink Glow. This is pretty. It's just a really light pink, kind of like a highlighter, like more of a sheer glowy blush. This is pretty new to me, so I haven't had much time with that, but I am gonna go ahead and keep. Fenty Petal Poppin'. Okay, this, I have not used this in a long time. I love this. I know this is definitely expired. I love this blush though. Does it smell weird? It doesn't look weird either. I mean, it looks pretty normal to me. I love that one. I'm keeping it. Tower 28 Beach Please in Magic Hour. I love this color from Tower 28, the Magic Hour color. I will say this is not my favorite cream formula. I find it a little bit on the thick side. I love the color, but I feel like I can get rid of that one. I don't think I need that. I love the color. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that formula. The Rose Ink Blush in Heliotrope. Okay, this formula honestly kind of reminds me of the Tower 28 formula. I'm not a huge fan of this one either, but I like this more than the Tower 28, and the shades are kind of similar, I guess. So we will keep Heliotrope. All right, I have 3 Westman Atelier blushes. I freaking love these. These are not going anywhere. I have Papette, which is the bright pink. I have Petal, which is the dusty rose. And then I have Chouchette, which is more of like a peachy pink. Love those. Would never, ever declutter. And then I have 2 from Saie. So these are the, what are these, dew blushes? Yeah, the dew blushes. I love this shade. This one is Chili. I will say this is not my favorite formula either. The Saie formula is kind of on the thick side, which is not my favorite, but I love this shade. Chili is definitely gonna stay because I really like that one. But then I also have Rosy, which I'm not really sure why this one is called Rosy because I wouldn't describe it that way. They're both really pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them. I wouldn't buy more of that formula, but I do like those colors, so we'll keep those. Okay, moving over to this side. I don't think there's much at all over here that I'm gonna get rid of. I have a Jane Iredale Glow Time blush in the shade Balmy, which I love. That is a definite keep. Makeup by Mario in Dusty Rose. Is that right? Yeah, Dusty Rose. Love that one. I have a Merit blush in Beverly Hills. Another one I will definitely keep. I have a few more Merit blushes as well, but they're in my everyday makeup right now. I probably won't include the everyday makeup stuff in these declutters. I'll probably just do that on my own, but I do have a few other Merit colors over there. We talked about these e.l.f. blushes that I'm going to keep. This I will keep, the MAC Extra Dimension blush in Into the Pink. It's a beautiful pink highlight, basically. I know it's called a blush, but it's a very glowy pink blush. I will keep. I have a Gucci blush in Radiant Pink, which is a warmer pink. Love. I also have Rosy Beige that's in my everyday makeup drawer right now, but those are definitely keeps. I have Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wands in Pinkgasm and Peachgasm. So we have pink and peach. I mean, they're both beautiful. I definitely use the pink one more than the peach one, but again, peach, it's not like an orange, too orangey of a peach. As long as it blushes don't come off orange, I'm fine with it. I just don't really love orangey tones on myself, but those I will keep. And then do we even have to go through? Of course, the Patrick Ta palettes. I have them all and they will never, you would have to pry these from my hands. So we have the holiday palette from this year, holiday palette from last year, if I can get it open. This is the one with 2 blushes and a highlight. I know a lot of people didn't love this. I personally like it. I love everything Patrick Ta does, so I will be keeping. And then I also have the original blush palette, but it's over on my desk. I was actually using it earlier, so obviously those are keeps. And then of course, I mean, do I really need to say? I love these so much. They have their own acrylic organizer. Patrick Ta blushes. I'll go through the ones that I have. So this is She's Blushing. Beautiful. She's Flushed, which is one of the newer colors. I have She's So LA, which is the really it's more of a bronzer color on me, but it's pretty. She's Giving, which is one of the newer shades. It's like a bright blue-based pink. She's That Girl, which is my all-time favorite. I love, love, love this so much. And She's Different. This is more of a wine color. This is one of his older shades, but it's also beautiful. I also have She's Wanted, but She's Wanted is in my everyday makeup right now. Okay, almost done with blushes. Okay, I have 2 of the Essence Baby Got Blush blushes. I have Rosé All Day. And then I have the lighter pink. What was this one? Tickle Me Pink. These are really nice. The only thing I don't love about these is the smell. I mean, they smell like gum, like an older type of gum that I can't think of the name of, like Bubblicious gum, maybe? I don't know, but even before I just swatched these on my hand, like as soon as I pulled the cap off, I could smell it. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of smell in my makeup if I can help it. I just don't know if I can do the smell. Like the smell is kind of making me feel nauseated. I don't know. Why do they have to do that? These are really good. But why do we need them to smell like bubble gum? I don't know. I think those can go. All right, then I have 3 of the Dibs duos. So I bought one right around the time these first came out. I didn't love the color combination that I had, so I ordered another one, still didn't love it. Then they released this newer one, which is 2.5, that has a cooler bronzer in it. And then it has the bright pink blush, which we've seen I like. So this is the newer shade in 2.5. Okay, that one I definitely want to keep. I will say this is not my favorite formula. They're fine. But I don't know. They're not like my absolute favorite, but I do like them. So let's see. This is shade... They don't say the shade on here. I think this one is shade 2. No, maybe this one is shade 3. Like, that's pretty. That bronzer is super warm. Maybe that was shade 2. I think this one is shade 3. Yeah, that one is more of like a corally color. I'm gonna keep all 3. I really can't decide. I need to get these out and use them again and just really decide if I have a favorite. So for now, I'm gonna keep. All right, Pat McGrath blush in Divine Rose. Absolutely love this. It's more of a balmy blush, kind of like the Mario Pop, Soft Pop blush veils. Love that one. This is one of the new NARS Afterglow blushes in Dolce Vita. This is the one, I think it came out this year, that has the doe foot applicator. I love Dolce Vita, so that can stay. Let's see, this is Peach Bums from Wet n Wild. Okay, this blush is pretty actually. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna keep that one. Then I have the Huda Beauty, what are these called? Cheeky Tint Blush in Proud Pink. This one is a very, very glowy, warm pink cream blush that I will keep. And then I have a milk blush in here in the shade Rally, which is kind of a cooler, like a purpley pink. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that one too. All right, and then finally we are on to the Rare Beauty blushes, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep all of these except one. There's one that I have that I know I never want to use this one, so I need to just pass it on because I'm not going to use it. So I have Worth, which is the rose, a really deep rose that came out, I think it was earlier this year. I have Hope, which is beautiful, kind of a mauvey pink. Those are staying. I have Happy, which is the really bright pink. I have Bliss, which is the lightest shade. It's a really soft, kind of a peachy pink. I have Grace, which is a really bright, I get kind of like a magenta pink. Then I have Worth, or no, not Worth, Virtue. Virtue is the one that's more, I don't know, it's just more of an orangier color on me. I don't ever want to use this shade. I don't know why, but it's just not, I just don't love the shade. I don't love that shade for me. So I think that one can go. And then I have a Little Mini Enjoy, which is kind of a peachy color, but this one is just a different tone than Virtue. Yeah, I like Joy better than Virtue. All right, that is everything, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed through putting all this away and we'll be done with the blush drawer.